when does a minor's brain fully develop? What age? At what age?
Well, I think a lot of people would tell you that someone's brain, especially young
What does
men's
science
brains,
say?
don't fully develop until they're into their 20s, right?
Is it ever a case where it's before that, before 20s? Is there ever a case where?
I think people.
But
people
I'm just
are
talking
all-
about
are all
what does the
different.
scientific community say?
Look, you're talking about sexuality. I think it's perfectly normal for people to question their sexuality. I think it's good that more people are questioning their sexuality and learning who they are earlier in life, rather than not doing it until later, by the time they have a wife, kids, or a husband and kids, and realize that that wasn't what was right for them. I think it's a good thing that young people are questioning who they really are and figuring themselves out early.
There's one thing with questioning. There's another thing with letting them take life, like making permanent decisions on their bodies, whether it's surgeries or through
And there are a
hormone
lot of
blockers.
medications and a lot of surgeries that have nothing to do with gender affirming care that have a long lasting impact. And again, the medical age of consent in Oregon is 15 and has been so for quite a while.
So the reason why I asked that about when does a brain fully develop, because it's like this is why laws are in place of like why you have to be 18 to vote, because the law says that we don't think that kids have that ability to make those decisions about politics, about smoking, drinking. We think that they need to kind of mature a little bit, but you guys are literally saying that that's the case still, but not if they want to change their gender. That's just really confusing me. It's really confusing to me. It's like,
do I need to say it again?
I'm not going to
the
say
age of 15 is the age of medical consent in Oregon and has been so for a long time.
Okay. I mean, I feel like you're missing my point, but you know what?
I hear what you're saying. You think that medical decisions should be made when someone is the age 18, when they can make other decisions that an adult could make. And that's not what we've settled on in Oregon.
I'm going to ask you one more question. I want to talk about Robert Kennedy, what you think about him. But let me, because a lot of Democrats love him and they think they're going to take a lot of votes away from Biden. But
people
let me ask you this.
left-leaning like Robert Kennedy.
Let me ask you this. If you're so happy about kids being able to discover who they are at an early age, what if a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, what if a 15-year-old kid says, you know what, I just love men over 40 and I want to date them? Should we let them date men over 40?
No, that's ridiculous.
But we can let them change their gender and have abortions without parental consent. How is that any different, man? How's that any less? How's that any different, bro? Please, just be honest with me.
Letting a child have sex with an adult is different than making.
You think that's worse than making permanent changes to their body? And we haven't even talked about detransitioners.
That is a big conflation, David.
But what about those
with
stories?
a 40-year-old man when you're 9? Come on.
15?
Not even when you're 15. No.
But they can change their gender. That's all I'm saying, dude. It doesn't make sense to me.
They can make medical decisions. Absolutely.
Doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, I just wanted to make sure we were clear on that.